What the brap's up, Brapsters? Cody with Two Wheels and a Tent, and in today's video we're going over everything that I carry on my motorcycle for motorcycle camping right after this. Alright Brapsters, real quick before we get into what's in my bags, because it's such a special niche, motorcycle camping has items that you have to take in special considerations. Those would be the size, the weight, packability, and are they going to function when you're out in the middle of nowhere. You want your sleeping bag to keep you warm. That said, I'm starting a new series where I rate each piece of gear on budget, mid-level, and pro. So look for those videos coming up, but we're going to get into this right now. Okay, we're going to start with the rear duffel bag. Our sleeping pad. This is a new one I'm trying out, the REI Flash Thermal. Have our cords bag. This thing is awesome. Keep it nice and organized. We have our cooking gear. Keep it on the top so it's easily accessible. So if I want some coffee, which by the way, don't forget this is available. Two Wheels and a Tent, living the dream blend. Stuff is awesome. Not just saying that because it's mine. It is awesome. We got the jet boil, some bowls, cups, knife, and utensils. I carry my GoPro, case, batteries, cases, chargers, GoPros. I have my sleeping bag. This is a new sleeping bag, which the review will be out this week. This is the Nemo Disco 15 degree spoon shaped bag. It is awesome. I did put it in the Sea to Summit compression sack. It does compress down a lot more than the bag that comes with it. Good spot up there?
It's beautiful over here.
I was trying to make it to the mountains, but it's going to get dark, so I had to do this.
Oh, right on. Just traveling through?
No, just doing a YouTube channel. So.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Well, take it easy.
You too. So the Copper Spur HV UL2 bike packing tent. Very compact, totally awesome. Had over 100 nights in this baby, and I love it. It actually made me quit looking at tents, which is incredible. These are the poles, packed down to 12 inches. Can't beat that. My Petzl Noctilamp and the Acticor headlamp. This baby is rechargeable. The case is separate. You have to buy this separate. Since it's rechargeable, you keep the cord in there, and it also has a cord around it. You can hang it from the inside of your tent and use it as a lamp. This thing is one of the best investments I made. This, the bike packing tent, the sleeping bag are some of my favorite items. I've got my wet fly fishing rod, compacts down to this, just in case the moment calls for it. And my Nemo Pillow Luxury. This is the bigger one. Basically a full-sized pillow. This thing is awesome. I quit having neck pains when I got this. It also goes right inside the hood of the Nemo sleeping bag, which is awesome. You don't lose your pillow all night. And there's a look at what I carry in the duffel. Okay, we're going to get into the right side pannier. In the Reckless 80 Mosko Moto. First thing here is fuel for the jet oil. My fire starting kit, which you can see in the card above. My review on this. My campfire for when campfires aren't allowed. It is the Coleman Citarella candle. These things are awesome when you can't have a campfire. And I have my Helix ground chair in this bag. I'm keeping my Mountain House meals / ramen noodles, etc. because I use a tubeless system. Not tubeless, tubeless, just like I do on my dirt bike. I have an extra tube. I have a pull strap and my Tusk tire fixing kit to plug the tires. Also has either CO2 cartridges. This just screws on and then screws to your tire and blows it up. We found on my trip with Tim that it took about 6 of these to fill up his tire enough. So keep that in mind, but they are definitely handy.
That's cool, man. You're teaching me something new. I never really messed around with these. I just always do the hand pump.
Okay, shut that red thing. And I keep that on the right side of the bike. That way, if I'm having trouble and pull off the road to fix something, I am out of the way of traffic. This will be changing, but currently I'm carrying the Slime tire pump. And in this bag is something that I will be doing a review on, so look for that as well. This is the Tusk battery jump starter. You just put this baby in here, flip it to on, and it's been sitting here for about a month, still full charge, and then you can jump start your battery. I've had some issues out on the trail in the middle of nowhere by myself. Got this. There are many different battery jump starters on the market. This was just the most affordable at the time and available. It also will charge your phone or laptop, GoPros, whatever. It has a USB charging port, and you can charge it by USB. And everything that's in my right side pannier. Now we're going to get into the left side pannier. Got our personal care items, deodorant, toothbrush, etc. Wet wipes, easily accessible. I have the Patagonia vest. When I get to camp, it's a little chilly. Put that on. In this bag, I have the BDR beanie. It's great to sleep in a beanie, keeps you so much warmer. And then I have my cold gear Under Armour that I wear when I sleep. That is 3.0 top and bottom. I don't have that with me currently. It is being washed because it was stinky. I have a tarp, can be used to keep me out of the rain. I have the Sea to Summit towel. I believe this is the large. This thing is awesome. You can dry your whole body with this thing, and it's this compact, and it dries very quickly, which is a nice feature. And towards the bottom I have my rain jacket slash visibility jacket. Some assorted tools that I keep in this pouch. And in this Sea to Summit compression sack I have my clothes. In here there are 3 pairs of socks, 3 pair of underwear, pants that zip into shorts, and a camp shirt, Columbia, that is long sleeve but they roll up and you can button them up here so it can be short sleeve, and a t-shirt. Speaking of t-shirts, don't forget that these are available. We have them in black now. The gray is in debate, but it's the 2 wheels in a tent, wrap into the adventure and fuel the passion shirt. They make great camp shirts. Also in the bottom I have the Core battery power heated vest to wear riding. I don't have one that plugs into the bike, but the battery is nice because you can wear it around camp too. You're not hooked to the bike. The only problem is if the battery runs out, you're cold. And at the very bottom of the bike I have my hot wired heated gloves, and I keep the cord inside. These do attach to the power of the bike and have saved me many times. Real quickly, let's look at what's on the left pannier of the bike. Since we're using the Mosko Moto Reckless 80, you can see there are some extra stuff on the bike. The Mosko Moto Reckless system usually comes with pockets on the bottom side. I did not get those because I had these from my previous Mosko setup. These are pouches that you can attach by Molly system. You can see I have one here. This is a small one. This is the bigger one. Will hold up to 5 liters of water, or as in this case, they hold 2 of these MSR fuel bottles. This one is for fuel. This one, I don't know if you can see, but I dremeled oil on it, so I carry some spare oil. Also in that bag, I carry my tent hammer, pulls up the stakes. This is the MSR titanium hammer. and my Gomboy silky saw. Love this thing. This is the Gomboy Curve. In the top smaller additional bag, the Life Straw water bottle that folds up nicely, a Sawyer Squeeze, which is actually a backup, and the Life Straw filter. This, you just drop it into the bag, screws in, then you squeeze out what you want, or just drink. While you don't want to ever run out of water, think of that, your water filtration system you should have for emergencies, and you can use it strategically to keep some weight off of the bike. Okay, now we're going to get into the right side bag. So on the top one, it is the big one, the 5 liter. Again, I carry water bladder. Usually the MSR Dromedary is what I carry. But on the Utah BDR, in the Lockhart section, expert only section, cannot confirm or deny, but I may have tipped my bike over or flipped it over a couple times and landed on, well, you know, the water. Bike down! Bike down! First down of the fucking trip. That's always awesome when you're in the desert, 70 miles from nowhere, to break your water. Not good. And then in the bottom 5 liter is where I keep my tools. This currently is the Mosko Moto Fatty tool roll. I think I'm going to go to the Pannier one, which is about half the size once you roll it up. But this carries everything for me. I have 3 tire irons. People say you can do it with 1, whatever. Again, on the Utah BDR, I had to change the inner bladder for my tubeless system, and I was very happy I had 3. But these are just Tusk tire spoons, and also they will do the front and rear axle. This does my rear axle and the front. And we'll go over what's in this in another video. We're going to go over the tank bag really quick. I learned this trick from Tim Collins in his recent video. Thank you, Tim. Because I used to have to carry 2 rear duffels until I saw Tim's video on what he carries. And so the camera that I'm filming this with goes inside this awesome Galaxy case. And that goes in the bottom part, as well as my drone, and I figured out how to fit the controller in here as well. So all in the bottom. As people say, if your camera is in your tank bag, you are more apt to stop and use it. So we're going with that. Plus it saved me a whole duffel in the rear. I just had some buffs made. So with this COVID thing, you can wear the buff as your mask, and it also will, if COVID ever goes away, which I'm sure it will, hopefully, it also doubles as a nice dust cover for your face. That's not high pressure cells, people. I'm just letting you know they're available. In the upper, currently, it looks like I just have my tools that I was using earlier. These are actually nice. This is a Tusk little ratchet set. Comes with that, so you can use sockets and an 8, 10, and 12 socket, as well as Phillips and some assorted Allens, etc. I have a spare battery for the camera here, and I carry a drone battery in this sunglass pocket up here. That's how I've been using it. Then this is the most overlooked tool I think people do not take on motorcycle camping trips or adventures, and that is a magnet. I don't know, but this is really sandy where I'm at right now, and you drop a screw, good luck finding it. But if you got the magnet, you might have more luck. And I keep the multi-tool. I love this thing. This is just the Gerber. It's like 30 bucks. But I keep that right up top so it's easily accessible. You can open cans, cut your fingernails, has a knife, etc. Easily accessible for minor adjustments and repairs. And that pretty much takes care of that. Currently, I'm carrying my phone on the handlebars. That is going to change. It has shaken the rear camera so bad I can't use the rear camera on my phone. So this system will be updated and probably carried somewhere else. And the final item that I carry is the Garmin InReach 66i. This thing is awesome. This is an upgrade this year. I used to carry just the InReach Explorer, but this is actually like the 66i Garmin, or 66. It is navigation and a personal satellite messaging system with obviously the SOS button. It does require a service that you have to pay monthly for, but this way I can text back and forth with the wife or the kids or buddies when we don't have service. I do not go on dirt bike rides or adventure rides without this. This is my lifeline. Love this thing. It was a little bit expensive, but worth every penny. And that just goes in a ram mount up top, and I use this little carabiner type thing, hook it to my line right here, just in case that ever fails, it'll hold on. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that helps you with what you carry on your motorcycle. If you have favorite pieces of gear or any tips, please leave them in the links below. I don't do this just for me. These are my favorite videos to make, but the point of them is to help you so that you can get out and join the adventure, literally your own adventures. It'll help everybody if you leave them in the comments below. If I like it, I'll make a video about it. So thanks for tuning in. That's everything I carry 2020 on my motorcycle camping adventures. As always, stay safe and come join the adventure, baby.